her friend. She got the update from her friend that the cat had passed away. And we were like, ooh, what a way to come home.
Yeah, no shit.
That was rough.
Big time.
Talking about small segue from cats passing to cats thinking that I'm talking to them when I'm playing video games. So I'm messing around with the Twitch channel, and I'm trying to jump on. Not trying to, I'm doing it. I synced
Bad props to the Fallen Order thing. That was fucking cool.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yes.
Well, not as cool as I wanted it to be. So, but I did see your comment, but I don't think you heard me. Because you chatted woo, and I saw that on the PS5.
I wasn't trying to distract you. Just
just like woo.
Do that. Keep it.
Yeah. But I'm messing around with the settings so that as I'm speaking into the microphone, that it can feed into the feed. And there is, for those of you listening, jump on and check it out.
Mosby, it was so that he could feed into the feed.
I heard the feeding into the
okay, well, he's gonna feed into the feed.
Feed into the feed.
You gotta feed into the feed.
Okay. You gotta feed into the feed.
We're talking 40 minutes, and I'm chatting it up. I'm throwing what I think is comedic gold, and I get so excited at the end of it, and I listen to it. You can't hear shit. You can't hear shit. I was talking to myself like a fucking lunatic, and I'm like, and when you're watching the clip, you just see my character like run to the side, then run over here, and I'm giving dialogue, and I'm giving like in-depth, like first-hand experience of what I thought I was doing. I'll figure it out, and then I'll post it.
So there was no testing, is what you're saying?
No testing.
That was the test. You jumped on the very first test.
Dove in feet first.
So you did 45 minutes before you realized.
Oops.
No, the test, it wasn't
Mel
working.
Brooks for 45 minutes and nobody's heard it.
But then I went into the configuration of it, and then there was a little tab that said, do you want the microphone feed to go into the stream? And I said, yes, I do. It was off. So when I turned it on, I kept talking. And then that's when I was like 40 minutes time. And then I finished a chapter in Jedi Survivor, and
nice.
Yeah.
And you know what would help is that if there was dialogue, I could have edited into this show that's dedicated to.
Yeah.
But it's okay though. You'll figure it out next year.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it would have been great to figure it out for, May 4th. Happy May 4th, everyone, by the
way.
So we are recording. This is the.
Don't mess with people by doing that. May the 4th, guys. And then if they're like, cool, I'm like, no, leave.
Yeah, you don't get it. You can't play with us.
We're not. You can't sit at my table. Fuck out of here.
You got to be like Steven Glansberg and eat by yourself. This is the 122nd. Might be the first. I have to look it up. But to not be wrong, this is the 122nd show of Comix, of this edition of Comix. We're going to be doing games today. We are waiting for kids to be
sleepy.
NyQuil to sleep.
Ooh.
And if not, we're going to just do NyQuil to sleep. Go to sleep. And they're all tapping.
Little hands.
If not, we're going to do the theme of this show is going to be teams. But the overall theme is going to be Star Wars. There's going to be games played today. There's also news that we're going to bring up. I know we talked about how Carrie Fisher is going to. Oh, do we have a drink this week? That's not the Evan Williams that I have.
I'm drinking El Jimador. And for those who don't.
And you don't like it, or you like it?
El Jimador is a fantastic tequila. It's tequila, friends. Cheers. It's delicious. It's one of my favorites. It's not like super high shelf or anything. It's no Jose Cuervo. I said that. But it's pretty damn good.
So you like Jose Cuervo?
Oh, no, I don't. But I consider that a certain level on the shelf. I would say it's above Jose Cuervo, but it's nowhere near like Casamigos or anything like that.
Okay.
It's like you can get it for like $25. So like it's lower end, but it's way better than like a Jose Cuervo or a Why am I thinking Hornitos?
You know what? You haven't been drinking before the show, but what I was gonna say was I put myself on blast. What I was gonna say was when you're younger, meaning like blah blah blah, like fucking just show your card. Like unless you're a connoisseur and you're whatever, but like fucking COVID and quarantine kind of really made us realize like what's going to get us to the next step, what's going to get us to the next. You don't need to spend like I'm very much I spent $125 on what? You know what I mean? But during I'm like, Luis, do you want a shot? I'm very that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then once I realized at the end that I woke up and there's 2 receipts because I reopened my fucking bill. And I'm very happy not to be that guy anymore. Like again, I tell Andreas, like it's Evan Williams because it's at home and it was $20. The same thing is gonna happen to me whether I got that or I got you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna drink 3 shots of something I spent $90 for to feel happy to myself. You know what I mean? Like I don't care.
I would agree with you if you weren't talking about bourbon. If we were talking about any other liquor, I would agree with you. But it's just something about good, like Kentucky, like the one.
It's bourbon whiskey. Yeah.
The one thing I will celebrate Kentucky for is that they have the bourbon, and other than that. But when my sister moved back to Louisville to go to grad school, she got to taste straight from the and it's different. That
you have to finish the sentence.
I might at one point.
Got to taste. You have to.
I might find an ending at some point, but the bourbon, the thoughts,
right? You gotta fit. No. She went to the Kentucky Derby and she tasted the. You have to finish the sentence. Come on, it's not. Yeah. The bourbon.
In conclusion, horse stick is the shit.
Oh Jesus! Oh, this is why we don't start
the tequila. You're drinking tequila neat
in my lemonade.
Oh, there's lemonade in that. Okay,
don't
you just said you just said tequila. I'm like, girl, you drinking it neat
with a whole cup? Like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I'm at work, sir. I'm on the clock.
Hey,
as we all are.
I was gonna say that hasn't stopped us, man. Like,
fair enough. Good point. No, but El Jimador is smooth enough to just sip on its own, and I do often. And once I found out that like a shot of tequila is actually good for you, straight, I was just like, well, and that's what got me through the pandemic. And if
that's an old wives' tale.
If anybody, it's really not. I Googled it. It's real. Because I Googled it.
Oh, so Google, yeah, clearly if you found it on the internet.
Obviously, Google wouldn't put out false information. Now,
fair enough. I recant. Well,
I mean, the whole pandemic. And
I was dropping
any of my older content, you'll see that it got me through the pandemic. Cheers to El Jimador, who is not sponsoring us, but is still delicious.
Very nice, very nice.
Good little ad there. Yeah, no, Bevo took a lot of my money during the pandemic for sure. But it was a fun time also to experiment with different alcohols to drink by yourself. It was great.
Yes. Pandemic days.
Absolutely. I messed up because I was going into our docs, but we have today I'm hosting, so therefore I have someone to be able to help me.
Someone's gonna tee it up for you.
Also, for those watching, whenever there is the host and the person reading the notes, the person reading the notes is going to be your next host. That's how we do this.
Is this because I have every week I ask who's hosting?
No, this was for the audience.
Hi, audience. I also
who
never know who's hosting.
So the first thing we have
Oh, and it's so funny that this is the first thing on the list because it's been such a big deal that my mother literally called me 20 minutes ago to talk about it. And I was just like, what do you even know about this? But it's Carrie Fisher's star on the Walk of Fame. She finally got a star.
We did talk about this a little bit last week, but we got to see one who got to make speeches. It's well, let me go to you guys first. Luis, I'm sure you saw the videos or the snippets that came out. I'm sure you did not. Mosby, did you see the snippets that came out?
Well, I had to after my mama called me because I can't have her knowing more nerd facts than I do. But from what I have gathered, there was quite some messiness around the star where the daughter, Carrie Fisher's daughter, apparently drew some hard lines in the sand and banned family members from even showing up to the event.
Oh, goodness.
She said, you exploited my mother and profited off her by writing tell-all books and didn't let them come. So I was just a little bit like, damn.
I mean, I'd be pretty pissed if someone did that to a family member, and then now that they're getting recognition, they're all trying to
the limelight. I didn't say that she blah 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 blah.
Right.
Poor and there was also kind of like allusions to like when actors do a play and there's a lot of sleeping around. There was actually like allusions of, like
messy.
You know what I mean? Like even if stuff did or did not happen, like really fucking that's never been my business. Right. That's never been, you know what I mean? Like it's never, I don't know. I just not interested in that stuff. But
Carrie Fisher, man. Like it's Carrie Fisher, y'all. She's getting her star. Like, come on.
Yeah. And then to have Harrison Ford do that, which was fucking very cool because you really can't bother Harrison Ford for anything unless it's a fucking tail. He or she facing him. And I mean that in the greatest of ways. In that, like, once you've established yourself, like, you don't have to say yes to everything.
No. He
says
no to everything, though. He says yes to nothing.
He did say no to everything.
He said no to a lot of things.
Except for Indiana Jones. He's always willing to say yes to what's up with that, bud?
I think he did plan to pass the torch, but not at least.
But because the movie didn't work out. Yeah.
Not to Shia LaBeouf.
Well, he wanted to, I think.
I think so too. And then Shia did what Shia does.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking nowadays it would be fucking Tom Holland or insert name. Like it would have been.
I need them to find new actors.
Right. But
we're gonna get to a topic.
Or you know what? I'm fucking lying. In all honesty, it would be Miles Teller, and Miles Teller would be playing Shia LaBeouf.
Stop. That's, you know what? I see. Unfortunately, I see it.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
Yeah. That's where he was, and then he became Miles Teller's character, and it would have been, the one time he didn't make it under the slowly fucking coming down wall.
I don't even understand Miles Teller is as famous as he is. I'm gonna be real with you. Who is that?
This show has been brought to you by Miles Teller.
Right? Where did he come from?
Well, I mean, he did Project X, and where he was like a weird extra, but the college guy, and then he went into being the high school kid. It was a weird thing, and then all of a sudden,
just in the Fan Four Stick.
Right,
he was Fan Four Stick.
He was,
and that didn't kill his career. Surprisingly,
it didn't kill any of their careers, and I'm kind of.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I think they all kept thriving. I mean, Killmonger, hello, and I can't remember that little British dude's name right now, but I really enjoy him as an actor too. So I should learn.
Are we talking about Fantastic Four?
Yes,
Fan Four Stick.
Yeah.
The guy who was also British guy who was also in like Jumper.
I remember Billy something, and he was a dancer.
Oh yes, he was in Billy Elliot. He was. Oh, and I really liked that movie. He did it.
Jamie Bell. Yeah.
Jamie Bell. Thank you.
Yeah. They're really trying to make him a franchise guy, and I don't know, I see it. In that, fucking look at fucking Maverick. Maverick was good, but it was it's not a passing of the torch, but when you watched it, you could see it was kind of
When
a
they called him Rooster, I was like, I just want to leave now. I don't want to watch this anymore.
You didn't dig Maverick?
I mean, Tom Cruise plays
Stop it.
over and over and over and over, and we just keep allowing it because somehow he's doing a great job.
He did an amazing job. Like,
he's like 700 years old and he's still doing what he's got to do, and it looks great.
Yeah, it does.
I will get sad if they ever do a Mission Impossible where he dies and
someone takes pass the torch or retire somehow.
Especially when they brought in Jeremy Renner, I was like,
right? Not to him, not to
not
like Cross or whatever you called himself, not to just born the prequel. No.
Oh yeah.
Wow, these guys are really fucking pushing the okay. All right, so this is supposed to be Star Wars themed. We're gonna go into the next segment, but Luis, do me a favor. Can you text that?
Yep.
If they say I'm not coming on, then at least we know how to move on.
Facts. So we go to the next topic.
Yes, please.
It's Gran Turismo.
Oof.
Oh, that's a big oof. Oof. Tell us how you really feel, Luis.
Yeah, you guys first. Because I think I went first last time. Well, one, congratulations to Carrie Fisher, long overdue. You did a lot of supporting roles, and I feel like Harrison Ford of the Trinity, which I feel like there is more, but of the Trinity, Harrison Ford was the one that came out the like, if it wasn't for Mark Hamill being Joker's voice, which we didn't know it was going to take off,
no one could
exactly, like it also became iconic. She was also like in The Burbs, who played the wife. She was also like in other things where she didn't get to shine as much as she could have. Like, I know her from fucking Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Mm-hmm. Like, I know her from things that she was a better actor than what she was allowed to play because she was Princess Leia, and maybe that's a double fucking standard. That's a different topic, but it's amazing that finally now she got to get her star. And the recognition she deserves. And to be honest, if somebody was making money on her name, putting out her shit, true or not, it's not fair that you're putting out her shit to make money. And if it's her kid that said fuck you, that's the person that should fuck you.
Yeah.
My mother felt like it was in poor taste.
Yeah. Especially if you made money on her and then showed up to her like it was like fucking Jerry Springer. Like, no, it's
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Jerry Springer. But you know what I'm fucking saying? Like, let's bring her out. Like, no, not,
well, your aunt's backstage. Cool. Come on.
Exactly.
So your aunt's a bitch. Okay, that's surprising. Yeah. Come on in, Nicole. And it's like,
she made $1 million on your book, and
Captain
you put all
Messi, king of the Mets.
Right.
Okay, Gran Turismo. Tell us why about the oof, Luis.
Oof.
Yeah, please.
Oof. When I saw the IGN video of Gran Turismo, the title of a movie, and it's Sony Pictures, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It reminded me of when Battleship starring Liam Neeson came out. And it's like,
I was just talking about that shit the other day.
Like
Transformers.
Is that the LA one? Battleship LA or some shit?
No, that's Battle LA.
That's Battle LA. That's very different.
What's the one with fucking Gambit?
Battle LA.
Battle LA. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, because they were talking about Hasbro, like, because they were trying to get off of the Transformers kick of like, you like the toys. Now here's a board game, and we're going to turn this into a franchise. And it was Liam Neeson playing Battleship. Anyway, no, he was actually in a ship.
Speaking of which, this guy said right now, and we want credit. How is Monopoly? Don't make it 3 hours, but not a board game. The go to jail, the fucking owning shit, like, and that's Succession. Really, you could make it.
It's coming. It's
guy.
coming.
If it comes to it,
Like I'm writing a treatment as we speak. Here it comes.
So
created by Jon Favreau. Just kidding, Ash Sparrow, and comics.
but yeah, like the Gran Turismo thing, I was very like, oh, it's just gonna be this all over again. But then you watch the trailer and it looks fucking good because
it looks good. But can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Why are everybody that's known the supporting character, and then the kid? I don't know the kid. Maybe it's because I'm old.
What's his name?
I don't know. I don't know the kid. Exactly. I don't know the kid, and I don't know if it's a thing where. But also, I live Nickelodeon where I don't know the kid, and you know what I mean. Like, I'm not talking shit about the kid. I just feel like, you have. It's like a Gene Hackman and a lesser known Keanu Reeves is in the movie, and then Keanu Reeves got made, which is maybe that's what this is for. But the main character, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of dig the angle that they're going because to be a race car driver, I've
because it's done through games and they're good. Yeah, that's a nod. Sorry.
So I've listened to podcasts of these race drivers. And that it's even though it looks like they're just sitting and driving, they're actually really great athletes because they have to like hold their core, especially if it's like an Indy car, because of all the G forces pushing you back. And so they're like, you're essentially holding like crunches. So it's just all like to make sure you don't pass out. You have breathing exercises when you hit certain G force and stuff like that. So it's a physically grueling process, but they know that here are these technical people that drive a simulation and then they bring them on to do, which is inspired by true events, which obviously they embellish things, but I was so sold. Like the way that they're playing, the way that they're showing these like nerds, like trying to go for a jog and be like, you feel that? That's physical activity. Like what you said, like the drill sergeant thing, like, and it feels very Rocky-esque where you're like cheering for these nerds. Like, dude, I was all about it. And just I remember Gran Turismo was like the game when I was in middle school, high school. Like the first one for the PlayStation 1. Like it was, people would talk about it like it, and just to see,
and it went from like PlayStation 1, 2, 3, like it went with the series. Yeah. So that was the oof. It was like, first I was like, this looks ridiculous. It's stupid. I'm going to hit play to watch this trailer. And then I was immediately won over by it. And it's like, okay, PlayStation come to play. Like, no pun intended. Like as far as the movie industry, like they're dropping coin on the supporting cast and they're dropping coin on a good script. So it's like, seems fun.
Jerry Halliwell is in this movie. Oh, the Spice Girl. Hello.
Thank you.
Oh,
I knew. Is that baby or which one's that one?
Sir. And you don't recognize the main character because you obviously didn't watch the show C on Apple TV. And if you didn't, I'm going to get right up in the microphone. You have fucked up if you have not seen the show C.
I didn't have that. I don't have.
Oh, C? No, I haven't seen that.
What?
Incredible.
I have Luis's Paramount Plus, and I still haven't seen the show that I asked him for the Paramount Plus for, which is The Offering, because I have a million. Yeah.
Well, add C to the list. Because if you want to see, the whole premise of the show is everyone's born blind. Like it's a apocalyptic kind of future thing, and everyone's born blind. Like no one can see anymore, and they have developed a whole entire civilization based on building up their ability to hear. It is crazy good.
Well, if I've seen Daredevil, I'm okay.
No, it's full. It's more gutter than that. It's all like primitive, and they're like the fighting style is like crawling along the ground and slinging. There's massive battles. Jason Momoa is wrecking somebody every episode.
Oh yeah, see,
outlandish.
And his eyes are all
It's so good. It shouldn't be as good as it is, but it's good.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
But
right.
yes, he plays Jason Momoa's son in the show, and he's adorable. I guess. Looking forward to seeing him branch out.
So yes, exactly. And that's what we kind of say about fucking everything. Like,
Mhm.
as when I say I didn't know that person, you never know. Like, who was Miles Teller, and now he's fucking in everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who was other than Hardball, Michael B. Jordan? There was a long period of time where like, and Michael B. Jordan's in everything.
That's true. He suddenly was everywhere.
But I mean, fucking, I know he made me cry when Baby G died. Like, it, I fucking,
G baby.
he was a
Aw,
great actor. He is a great.
he just wanted to play. I just want to play.
That's yeah, and he just got a jersey. Oh,
Oh.
great movie, great movie. I almost feel like we should just do the categories and not the games. But
Sure.
don't
Save the
give
game.
Yeah, let's just flow. Let's just flow and see
Yeah.
where.
All right. So anybody that showed up to play the games, what we'll do is we will work out something where we will play the games when we're at full staff. We're not at full staff, which my immature mind is talking about our dicks, but Mosby doesn't have a dick.
I don't have a dick. But I need to get it on the record, please. I don't have a dick, guys.
I'm also playing the game of like,
Prove it.
hey, I'm the one trying to not get in trouble, and I'm like,
Okay, so
Comic-Con Radio,
what
we're
were the
all
games? What were the games going to be?
we will play the games. We'll work out with one of the other hosts. And
Hmm.
what we'll do is there was a series of games built around Star Wars. If there was 3 people, then we could at least do, I was going to say a 3-way, but that would go into what we're talking about. I'll say it anyway. We're going to do a 3-way, but we're down to 2. So we're going to do we're going to just talk about what we said we're going to talk about in our Instagram.
Instagram chat group, guys.
Instagram chat room. And we didn't get to go live on other things other than Twitch because certain people didn't show up. But as you guys know, we're on our way to 3,000 viewers on TikTok. And once we 3,000 viewers, we are going to be allowed to be live on everything.
Yay.
Hey,
So we are well on our way.
Yes.
I think we're at
Click the
2,000.
button. Subscribe.
Click the
Subscribe.
Absolutely. Also, as everything else, the more you guys do, the more we're gonna do. So we do plan on doing skits. We do plan on doing a lot more. We will absolutely keep Luiso like awake for our shows. We're gonna do a lot of things. He's got coffee. He's got things going on. All right,
Like-
Mosby, what's the next thing?
Like 40 minutes, you was knocked out. That shit was that was
No,
great.
that doesn't beat Andreas
Yeah.
snoring because he said something like he's gonna take a pee break or he said something.
Yeah.
and then,
He's like, I'm gonna go take a piss. And so he put the
Yeah.
because he does it on his phone,
Oh my
put the
gosh.
phone down, and then like we're all like deep conversation,
Talking.
and we hear but we don't see it, and we're like, is Andres
Yeah.
snoring? And then we're hearing his voice like he's fucking snoring, and we're all just like,
Oh my gosh.
So we will give you what we promised. It just happens to not be today. We will work that out. But we're just gonna do the subjects we were gonna talk about.
We could bump it to next week to my episode.
You got it.
Next
Mosby,
week I'm hosting. Let's do this.
intertwine it.
Woo! Mix
Mosby,
and match.
what's,
Flexibility. Okay, wait, you just refilled your drink. I'm gonna refill my drink, but before I
You
go,
got it. But you did say it after flexibility, and the whole time I was like, don't make that a joke. And I did not.
proud of you. So proud. Before I go, the next topic is the writer's strike. Meh, meh.
Strike is very huge.
Huge topic. Really big deal.
They're even talking about the Lord of the Rings the thing that's on Prime,
Yeah,
the show that's on Prime. They want to have
something rings.
They want to do the show
Rings of Power.
The Rings of Power. They want to do the show without the writers on the set as well. They're also threatening to, if you don't settle this, we're gonna expose Succession, the finale.
They talking about leaking shit. Ooh, that tea.
Like, if it's not gonna be handled within that time, where they're gonna leak shit, as well as things that are happening with
The House of Dragons.
it's like the scab blah 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 shit. But I mean, there's two sides of it, which is I need to get my show done by February because that's the time that it's coming out. And there's the writer's strike, which is, I'm going to give it to you, Luis, because I don't want to. I hear myself because I know I want to talk about it because I've been through a writer's strike. So, Luis?
I mean, any situation, you don't know what you don't know, right? And I have never been in a writer's room before, but I have definitely I've worked for an organization before where I do all the work, but then someone else gets the money, which I guess is most jobs. But it is a bummer that these people feel like they're not being compensated. Again, I don't know how much they get paid. I don't know anything. Considering like they're not the only piece to the puzzle, but they're a very big piece. Oftentimes when a movie's garbage, we always blame the writing or we blame the director. Like these are the two things that are like the heaviest of like, oh man, it was beautiful cinematography, but that writing was garbage, or vice versa. So considering how much weight is on that job and the idea that they're not getting the love that they deserve is a bummer. But again, I only know the one side. But I hope it gets to resolution and they seem to be more of the working person. I hope they get compensated a little bit more or of what I don't even really know what they're asking for other than like, I just seen what a lot of their statements are is like the producers aren't the ones that wrote the script. We wrote the script, like stuff like that. Like, so
if everyone's involved, then it's like a thing.
Yeah, and I can tell.
Yeah.
Like, what was the last one? The last writer strike that we had was during Heroes. I was really into that show.
Comparing it to that and the quality of Heroes.
That's when I was an extra.
Dude, I jumped ship so hard on season 3 of Heroes. It was such garbage, but it was because of that writer strike. I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it. I watched 2 episodes of it, and then I was like, I'm out.
I binged it after it was over. And I was like, I see what people are talking like, because I was too late. It had already gotten started before I could jump in. And then by the time I was ready to start it, the writer's strike shit had started and everyone kept talking about how garbage it was. So I was like, I barely wanted to see it in the beginning. And now this is going. So it was much later when I finally watched it. And I was just like, when you can watch it, when you can binge something and you can literally see the progression of it falling off, it's so sad.
It's sad.
It's just like, oh, what is this?
Yeah. So I feel like I'm getting like a little deja vu, but yeah, it's a bummer that people feel that they're underappreciated because that goes on a lot in the workforce.
I've had some conversations with people who are WGA writers, and it's just like, one woman posted one of her royalty checks from Jane the Virgin, and it was 3 cents, 3 pennies. They wrote her a check for 3 pennies. It's just like the amount of work that goes into writing. It's a constant beratement, and the hours are there are no set hours, and you never know when you're getting called in to do rewrites. And then it's actors in your face telling you that this is stupid, who wrote this? And then it's directors that want you to switch up something that you worked all hard on. And then it's producers saying, it's no big deal, just make them make a joke when it doesn't match a person's character at all. And then you get shit like Ben Affleck in the Joss Whedon version of Justice League, all quippy and shit. And it's just like, that's not Batman, he's not quippy. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Which
Ash.
takes away from the dynamic of Batman versus the Flash. What makes the Flash special if he's not going against the guy?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
you annoy me, but you're gonna save the fucking world. Like, I only have to deal with you is the dynamic.
Exactly.
But if it's like, so you talk to fish? All right, cool.
Do you talk to fucking fish? Like, come on. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't hate that scene though.
Stop
Like,
it.
because like in the trailer, before we got the finish
Because it got you used to it.
Justice League, but it's like, so I hear you can talk to fish, and he kind of that head slam.
Because you're waiting for the
like
line.
he's being a dick. So when
And
you
then
first
also
think
he has
he's being a piece
little
of shit,
fucking Batman animated curl. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We've talked about this.
yeah. So I was like, oh, he's being an asshole. He's gonna be that thing that everyone needs to hate him to like unite together. And then when we get it, like then Aquaman's
Can I
being
ask you a
all
question?
bro-y also.
Is that the same guy that's gonna have a fucking fail safe for everybody in that fucking?
They tried to Tony Stark him.
not the
They
same
tried
guy.
to Tony Stark him. Actually, I should take that back. They tried to RDJ him. That's what they tried to do.
Yeah.
RDJ is not playing Tony Stark. He's playing RDJ. Like, he's being himself.
Yeah.
Luckily, the charisma that RDJ has works perfectly for that character. They were trying to infuse some of that shit into Bruce Wayne, and that's not who Bruce
What
is.
bugged me,
We're all staring at that screen like, why?
what cringed me, amongst the things that cringed me the most was the scene where Superman grabs him. He's like, tell me, do you bleed? And he throws him. And then when they capture Superman, or when they calm his ass down, he's like, I'm bleeding. Something's definitely bleeding. And he's like rolling on the floor. And it's like, dude, really? You're gonna that? And now that you mention it, I guess it is a very RDJ thing. Like,
Yep.
where he's like, RDJ meets Deadpool. Oh, something's like, who are you talking to? You don't know there's a camera there. Like, you talking to Alfred? Like, you're telling Alfred that right now. You're dropping jokes. Like, and then in the very next scene, you show like where he's dealing with his mortality and that he's getting older.
Right.
And he like pops his shoulder back into place, and it goes back to being serious. It's like,
Absolutely.
what are we doing, dude?
Doesn't
Like,
make any sense.
That would
God.
be so much more beautiful of like, I fully acknowledge I could have died every fucking single time I fucking talk to you.
Absolutely.
And now I have this suit, right? Full of
Yeah.
kryptonite. Like it was only because of your generosity that I even realized I could have fucking died 4 fucking times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's what made us best friends is you could have killed me 4 times, but my own anxiousness, my own fucking everything could have, like, you know what I mean? Like, just made me realize, like, so once you started the Justice League, I know that I need to know how to take you out. I need to know how to take you out. You know what I mean? Like, all right. So I feel like
that little hand. Okay, that's pretty darn cute. She's just is that a boy or girl?
This is my girl.
She's like, play with me. Aw.
That's Ray.
Two-Face.
Aw.
Yeah.
Two-Face. I like that. Cute.
All right, what do we have next?
Next.
Mosby, how many do you have next? How many do
We
you have
have
left?
several. We have.
All right. Some of them are just what we just say out loud.
Yeah.
For now.
The next is Gladiator sequel. Wah, wah. Why? Who decided this? There's no Russell Crowe in it, y'all. He's dead. It's over.
It's only for the name.
It's his story. I don't care about what Lucius or Lucian or whatever his name is. I don't care.
They have amazing actors in it. It just didn't need.
They really brought in some talent. Denzel is in it. And I'm just like, but why?
I can't call him Denzel.
Denzel.
I can't call him.
I'm trying
That
to
says on Wetzel's Pretzels. I can't do it.
Gladiator is one of the best movies.
Right.
Like, it's one of the best
good
movies.
fucking movie, yeah.
And I just don't understand what they think they're capturing like 30 years later. How old are we now? What do they think they're doing?
It doesn't need to be called that.
We also-
His
we all-
family
I mean,
died
I mean, I do get it. We're cashing in on nostalgia, and that's what just keeps
Okay.
happening. But we don't need a sequel for everything. Like I threw on Dumb and Dumber 2 the other day, and I couldn't get past 15 minutes. I was like, this is not good. Like, and it's sad. Like, I'd rather remember them as they were. Like, I'll just watch Dumb and Dumber again. Like, and the same with the Gladiator. Like, I mean, we don't know. It could just end up being this wonderful thing, but it's not everything needs a sequel.
If you do it the right way and acknowledge, like a Dumb and Dumber thing, look at Hangover. Like, if Hangover was done in the way of, we had it once, let's make it successful amongst the characters. Only every time we get married is this gonna happen, and you know, like, it's just a thing, as opposed to, okay, but you know what I mean, like, there's a way to fucking make this happen.
Yes.
If you tell a story as opposed to Hangover worked, let's make it work off of something. Like, if you already can tell a story from beginning to end and it's done, we're good.
Let me ask you a question, and this goes to the both of you. Do either of you like the band Disturbed?
I don't want to be fake and say yes, I like Disturbed. I'll just say I like the one song I know from them.
I like Stupefied, but once it gets into the mom thing,
right, mommy,
it's
I just wanted to like what?
Yeah, that's weird.
That was real cringe.
There's people that are dealing with mom issues that's probably their favorite part, but that's not what gets played on the radio.
No.
Right.
The first time I heard that, I freaked out.
No, mommy,
what
don't
is
do
going
it
on?
again. Yeah,
right. Every time, I can't even put that on my workout mix because as soon as that happens,
it's
gotta skip it.
well, I was not that song, not
that's
the
you
sickness.
dealing with your own shit.
But I'm saying the reason I brought this up is that if you listen to their albums, I would say every other year they come out with another one, and they have the same recipe. They have the banger, the one that gets on the radio. They have the soft song, and then they have the other one that could have been the hit single of that album, and then a bunch of other ones that just kind of mesh in with the album. Next album comes out, they got the heavy new metal sound one, they got the soft one, they got a cover, and so they have the recipe. So I was gonna make the statement when he mentioned The Hangover was that is a movie franchise that knows its recipe. It's like, we're gonna get drunk, we're going to focus on this character, trouble ensues, end of story. Now we're going to get drunk again. Now it's this other friend that we're going to focus on. Trouble ensues, end of story. And so they understood the assignment, to quote the kids. But then Disturbed is very much this nostalgia thing we keep getting in movies where it's just like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But it's also, and no disrespect, I do genuinely enjoy some of their music. It's like, you're also not evolving as an artist. You're not pushing the envelope. You're not moving the story. Like, it's fun when an artist kind of keeps moving forward, whether it be through music or, which is what the comparison I'm making now, or if you see something like Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy in the first one, they all hated each other. They were forced to work with each other. Then Guardians 2, they're all helping Quill deal with his issues with his potential dad. Is it his dad? Is it not his dad? And they kind of like bond together. And then I don't know what the fuck 3 is yet, but it's like, but it's telling a story and you're seeing the characters evolve with each situation, as opposed to, let's say, Dumb and Dumber 2. It's like, all right, remember these things? We're going to throw back all of those jokes, or what I feel, Jurassic World. What was the second one called? Dominion? What
that
Dominion?
Last one.
Well, Fallen Kingdom, no, Dominion was the last one. I'm sorry, I meant Fallen Kingdom. Fallen Kingdom, all it did was throwback. Remember we did this in the first film? Remember when we did this? And it's like, bro, like, make a good movie with Easter eggs in it,
dude,
and that'll be fine.
Jurassic World was Jurassic Park.
It really was. It was
See, but
just
Jurassic, but I loved it.
The part with the fucking
yeah.
yeah, we just like
Instead of a
essentially
truck, it's a sphere.
right,
Yeah.
except yeah, exactly that.
See,
And then on top of that, it was like the brother, it was the
Yep.
sibling situation. And then on top of that, what's the one thing that can save us? The Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex again.
It was the same fucking thing.
but I love
And
the
what
fuck out of that movie.
fucked up.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. Bryce Dallas Howard running up with them flares, like, get up. That shit was pretty badass. I was in the theater like, run.
Run, bitch.
How she do that in the
Never-
I'll never know.
You never know what the writer wants because the studio wants money.
You don't
Dude,
say.
But that
It
movie,
really is. Like, if you saw Succession, which hopefully everybody's caught up today, you never know. There's the artistic person that's like, we can go from here and go here. And there's the other people are like, this is what works. Let's continue doing this. Always. Jurassic Park and Jurassic World are the same fucking movie.
see, but that,
It's
but
the same movie.
but I enjoyed the first Jurassic World because what was the
Because it
character
builds on
from
top of
New Girl?
what was already good.
I forget the actor's name. Nick Johnson.
Oh yeah.
He was there. He makes a couple statements to, like history
It's a
repeating
person
itself.
saying, don't do this. Let's do this. It happens.
See, but it's the whole thing of like greed is all corrupting, right? And it was like history repeating itself, and that's where he's wearing the Jurassic Park shirt, and he's just like the OG Park was legit, and blah blah blah, and it was like,
And those same motherfuckers are saying that's in poor taste. You're doing the same shit.
right, but then but it was
And one of my favorite actors,
what I felt was it was very
Charlie Day,
subtle.
him. Yeah.
I thought it was subtle, and then and fans of the
On the
original
day of, which is a very nerd take. It's a very nerd take of I'm going to wear the Jurassic Park shirt on the day of Jurassic World. Exactly.
yeah.
It's a nerd take.
And but it was a very subtle thing of like, we're making these nods to the OG, but we're making it our own. But then not Dominion, God, I keep saying that. Fallen Kingdom, the second film, it really just smacked you over the face with it of like, remember when this happened? Like, but they were just expecting the nostalgia to make the movie good, but it wasn't a good movie. And a lot of films are falling.
That's why I
into
can't
that.
stream it anywhere.
The last one though was even worse.
It
Even
was.
though
No, I can only stream the first one and Dominion. I
the
can't.
last one was even worse with the like they literally just everything that was like, remember when she did this in the first one with the water drop? We're gonna make that. Remember how Jeff Goldblum's character was like this the whole
Are
time?
you guys?
Doing it again. Like,
All right.
it's not even real effort. I have to cough again. Sorry.
No. I was gonna bring up something, but I forgot you're in another state.
What? We're where?
I was gonna bring up something, but I forgot you're in another state.
I'm not in another state, dear.
I kind of want to see.
Do you know anything about me, Ash?
When you visited the city, I thought you were in another state.
I live in San Francisco, bruh. Get your shit. Do you even know me?
We'll work that out. The next time we visit, we're gonna work that out. When we have more than a day,
Now it's nothing. You said it.
we'll work that out. Because we're gonna do a movie night. And also, we're gonna do a movie night where we can talk shit about movies like Mystery Science 3000. Work it out.
Indubitably. Mystery Science 3000.
I'm trying to think of that B movie, those B movie guys, but we'll work it out.
Yes, absolutely.
Busby,
Next
you have
up,
my back, bro. You're like all about. You're my navigator.
we are gonna be talking about Carl Urban
Yeah,
and how he's supposed to be playing Johnny Cage. I'm laughing.
I want to give it to you already. No, that sounded weird.
Oh, to play that character.
Yeah, it's not.
I like Carl Urban. I like Carl Urban. I like him a lot. I even like that movie Pathfinder. Yeah, I said it. I like him, but absolutely
I don't
not.
know that movie, but go ahead.
Pathfinder was dope. He was like a Viking kid and he got dropped off with the natives and he grew up native. And then the Vikings try to come back and he fights against the Vikings with the natives because he loves them now. Yeah. Based on a true story, I think.
Here's where we fucked up. Writer's strike. The writer's strike is very much everything that we fucking love.
Mm.
There is
All my favorite shows are gonna be, yeah.
right. It's the fucked up thing is the studios are gonna pour into the money into the thing that's gonna work, and it's the writers that do everything and the director that they really only have to bring your words to life, and that's fucked up. And fuck you, Sony, because you didn't do it and you thought you could get away with everything and you could fucking whatever. And it can't happen because you need let's go with a story. And Sony very much goes like, very much goes like, all right, well, the 99-cent store works. Blah 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 is working right now. Blah 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 is working right now, and then your story is pretty much Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire, which is amazing because fuck you. Tobey Maguire works because of nostalgia, not because of what you fucking created. Because you're not bringing in Eric Foreman Venom.
Oh no.
You're bringing in fucking the Venom that works. You're not bringing in the one motherfucker that said that should be Venom. You're bringing in every fucking thing that worked and said like, but we wanted to be Sony. Like, just be associated with Sony because the writers know this is what we have to do.
No, but that was a terrible Venom. Though. I'm glad they didn't bring that Venom in. That was a terrible Venom, and I don't know why they wrote it like that because that's not how it went. It was not good. No,
you're bringing in Jon Favreau, who did Swingers, who did fucking everything, and Friends,
man.
And you give it to him, and you're like, oh, whatever. And it works, and it becomes Iron Man. It becomes the whole fucking Marvel universe. And it becomes a fucking whole fucking thing that's now involved in Disneyland. It becomes a whole fucking multi-billion-dollar thing built on the writer.
And in conclusion,
not have
Carl Urban is too old.
Thought to do it your fucking self. You're only thinking of what makes me money. You don't know that you're investing in something until it becomes something. You invested in something that became Iron Man, that became Iron Man, that became fucking the entire Marvel universe, and now like the Mandalorian that now has become Boba Fett, that becomes the fucking Star Wars. Like George Lucas could be like, yeah, for sure, dog. Who you gonna Ahsoka? Fuck it, let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just becomes whatever the fuck you want because of a fucking writer, because of a fucking somebody's idea. I'm making money on something I fucking made money about 20 years ago, 30 years ago on somebody that has a better fucking idea and writers amongst that and making me more money. And I'm thinking about it Succession wise, but I'm thinking about it more like,
You want to talk about Succession?
that's how
So
important
bad.
He wants to talk about it so bad. It's like the fifth time he's
writer it. That's how
Go ahead and say what
important
you want
a
to
writer.
Go ahead and say what you want to say about Succession.
He's
You have
like-
brought it like 5 times.
He's like, for lunch yesterday, I had a burger. In Succession,
what I
season
wanna
3, they
say
ate a
about
burger.
Succession
He also ate burgers.
is that as soon it's everybody in Succession. As soon as you find out, 1, you're lower, but 2, I can feed on you. Even Greg found somebody to feed on.
Yeah, Greg the egg.
Even Greg, for 3 seasons, that was like finally found out someone he could and become Tom, which was bad.
Tom's,
But we're
Tom's
going,
the
we're
worst.
going
I
mad.
love Tom.
We're going
Love
mad.
Tom. He's awful.
Well, fuck Tom until this season. This season, I'm very
Still
Tom.
fuck Tom.
I'm very Tom and I'm very Shiv.
Absolutely
that'll
not.
be our- that'll be our
Shiv
finale.
keeps all the shit. Shiv
Let's
keeps
go.
all the shit. She
How
took.
many? All right. Well, you're my.
We never got to hear what Louise thinks about Carl Urban playing Johnny Cage.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I'm like, what do you think?
motherfucker, too old. I think
Right?
in our chat, what we were saying, I think Mose, you're the one that said it. Is let's get a new actor in there.
Get some new talent.
We have new. Thank you. Those were exactly your words. Is we have.
But the
We're
studio
stuck on a cycle right now, and
needs
it's like
somebody that's
this
W-
person, this person, this person, this person. Like
right.
over and over.
Right.
Exhausted.
Exactly.
but I want to say in the
Somebody
in the
that's gonna work.
2000s when people were getting cast, like when they announced that Spider-Man was being cast and it's like Tobey Maguire was cast as Spider-Man, we're like, who's that?
Mosby, get yourself a shot. All right. Go ahead.
And when they announced that X-Men was gonna be another movie, with an exception of Halle Berry, everybody was unheard of. It was all a brand new cast of actors, and each one of those actors in X-Men became established.
No, but we also need to acknowledge that we did say that Hugh Jackman was coming back.
What?
Did say that.
Yeah, but he's already been the character several times, so it's not that big a deal.
Nope. We did say that because the studios say, like, that's what works. We will make this work. Like, it's not Ryan Reynolds going like,
it's a one-off in Deadpool, though. It's not like he's back legit. They're not going to be writing.
Right, he's
more
done.
Wolverine stories.
And it's a different
Deadpool
universe.
2 did not do as great as we fucking
Yeah,
think.
but Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are fucking buddies. Like
They
they're
are amazing.
and that's
they
why
are gonna
he's
be
just doing it
better
to help a
than
buddy, though.
Fucking First Class, fucking everything that came out, everything that you thought we think we need are not good. Are not good. And why? Because
That's
we have
what
been
we're
at cons.
saying.
We have been at cons saying, like,
Same
you're
actor.
amazing, you're not amazing. And it's studios that don't fucking understand. They understand numbers and then they don't understand numbers.
Cheers.
Which we will get to Succession because I really want to get into Succession.
Oh, you slurring your words now, buddy.
No, Succession. I really want to.
Succession.
All right. I'll take my. How many categories? Rosario Dawson.
There it is.
That's how you know.
Dawson.
No, Rosario Dawson. That's the Trinity. Oh,
What?
we're gonna call the Trinity. Oh, Carrie
Drink
Fisher.
more of that water, bud. Drink
Yeah,
more.
take a sip, and Mose will go on
Take a sip of
to
that water, friend.
Mose will say the next topic for us.
Next topic is gonna be fucking great. Something I'm looking forward to. Danny Elfman is gonna be composing this Beetlejuice sequel.
Ooh.
And I don't know about you, but I can't get enough of some Danny Elfman.
You know what's funny is that, hey, be careful. But I created today the whole, yeah.
You put the
Like
notes.
Mosby.
Yes, you did.
Mosby, yeah.
So you
Go
did
for
a good
it.
job on these notes.
No, I created the notes for today. All right.
Yes, you did. And now we're talking about Danny Elfman doing the Beetlejuice soundtrack. Not the poses. What's good?
What's good?
Danny Elfman should, because one, it's not a surprise, but also
I'm not surprised. His music
you
is
only
good.
add more legitimacy to.
Oh, definitely. Is Michael Keaton
And
coming
two,
back?
you find out fucking Michael Keaton's going to do it again.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Is
absolutely.
it really going to be with, what's her name? The one that played Wednesday?
I think it should be.
I think
it should be, because I think it should be either her daughter, or it definitely should be her daughter, or a nod, wink, wink. Fucking, if they try to retell the story, Gina Davis should be the bride. But if it's not, then it should be fucking a greater story of them, the life doesn't go because you go. You're now on another. You're now on here, where now it's becoming a thing. I have my own thing with life.
Ash.
Yeah, I do.
Now you opening up your third eye and looking out into the world, seeing beyond the veil. What's going on? What's the Evan Williams?
He can.
But I'm also as low as
he's at the stage he can see sound.
With my third eye, and I still laughed.
And hearing colors. What's going on, baby? What's going on?
Because we have to give clearance to. In the nerd universe, there are 52 universes of
the new 52. All right.
I'm following.
Right. There's the Doctor Strange universe, where we accepted all 3 Spider-Men. And then now DC is expecting us to accept everything on the fact of something that happened
on the CW
years ago. And they're going to try to make it on Flashpoint. And then they're going to.
You had to know they were going to do that when they had Ezra's Flash and CW meet up with each other.
You're giving me Michael Keaton. And it's not even Michael Keaton.
Oh, so you gonna watch the movie? So you gonna get a movie?
It's not even Michael Keaton with Christopher Nolan. That's why we should watch movies with each other. It's not even Michael Keaton with Christopher Nolan stuff. It's Michael Keaton with I'm gonna come out of this fucking Batwing with the thing that you saw from Batman Returns. I have not grown from that. And so you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. There's little different things of we could make this work of that did not get him not out of that. You know what I mean? It's still the plane exploded and he still got out of it in the 1993 thing.
I have not seen down. I refuse to watch the trailer. I refuse. I have not seen it.
Because of Ezra Miller?
So, yes, it's Ezra. I don't understand how Ezra is. I don't understand how this movie still exists. I'm going on, I might be the one voice that's like, fuck all that. I don't understand this at all. He choked multiple women. What's going on? He kidnapped somebody. Multiple attacks against women by this person, because I'm not sure how they are identifying. And we just but you know what? fucking Michael Keaton. So yay! Like, what's really going on, fam? What's really going on?
That'd
Is what I
probably be the
have to
distraction
Valid
of
point.
everything you just said. The massive distraction of everything you just said.
I was
did
talking
this,
about it
this,
with
and-
my guy, and he's just like, "What, Michael Keaton?" And I'm like, "Ezra Miller." And like, y'all can't at least wait for it to be on Max before you watch it. We got to go to the theaters and give them millions and millions of dollars to show us that white male presenting people can get away with literally kidnapping folks and can still be movie stars. Just saying. Hate to get hella political. Just saying. Kind of gross.
Hard concept.
Kind of gross. Just saying.
Of course. When it was happening, we were anti everything he was doing.
Everybody was like, "This movie's canceled. You just blew up your career." Da 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 da. And then they were like, "Let's just be quiet for a while." And folks like forgot. And then they showed Michael Keaton getting out of the Batman Returns car. That's all people have been talking about. They're like, "I'll justify it to see Keaton one more time." And I'm just like, damn, he was just Vulture. It's not like you haven't seen him at all. What's it worth? What's it really worth? What's it worth? What's it worth?
No, that's absolutely what happened.
And on that somber ass note, like,
No, that's absolutely what happened. Was we were distracted by Super Bowl, which is fucking stupid because there was only other females talking shit about somebody that's pregnant doing a Super Bowl show.
oh yes, oh Riri,
right? That's what, but it
Maybe
built
some backlash
into
on
that's
that.
what was happening. That's where we got built into, like, by the way, I'm back because the big fuck you was he's not back because of Batgirl.
Hmm.
So it was a whole thing. It was like
Since you brought up
it's a
Rihanna,
thing because of, again, the writer strike. Also, again, if you and I and fucking Luis came up with a fucking, we're gonna write how this can be perfect. Luis, this is how I could never do ever do a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Ever.
playing it or making a movie about it.
No, I could just never. There's been a Dungeons and Dragons talk forever. And I'm the guy that's like, how about we do? And then
It's fun though. It's weird, but it's fun. It's fun if you have the kind of imagination for it.
But I was already talking about the Marvel universe, the DC. All I have to say is DC I can't do. We discussed something totally different.
But you brought up Rihanna, and it makes me think of how one of the topics is that Rihanna is playing Smurfette. That's awesome.
That's the last thing that we do. I said
you put that in the notes. You put that in the notes.
I did put that in the I did put that in the notes.
Rihanna's playing Smurfette.
You're saying that I said something prior. Yeah, Rihanna's gonna be in the. Yeah, it does fit.
A new Smurf movie. Hello.
All right. Well, we're at 10:30.
Yeah, because it was one already, right?
There's been two already, haven't there?
Oh, it was
like what's the Minions guy's name? Group. What was it? Despicable Me, Smurfs. It was like a bunch of those dropping at the same time.
Girl.
Wait, what?
Bro.
Oh yes, Stephen Carell. Yes, but like the crew.
No, but let me get Mosby. Here's how you. What? No,
huh?
You gave me attitude before you even. No, I was right.
What?
I was right. No, I was right, and I got.
Please stop making me laugh.
I was right at being wrong. Like, how does that happen? What? Oh yeah, him. But it was
okay.
like
Something else funny on the list. Antonio Banderas as Galactus.
You're gonna galact all over us.
He's gonna, he's gonna Galactus.
And it is.
But,
No, you're making it about something else. He's get no. Hey,
This
so,
one's
hey.
definitely not getting on it. This one's
The-
definitely getting
you have
cut.
to go to the gamut. Oh, I will say, fucking Desperado is fucking amazing. And then 2,
But not Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
he's an actor's actor.
I like him, but I don't know if I like him for Galactus.
Well, of course, but
Yeah, Puss in Boots being Galactus, that'd be weird.
when you're watching Philadelphia, like he's the guy that's trying to get the guy to get over that he has AIDS. Like get over, like that's that same guy. Like it's a whole fucking thing. Like
Jump back from a wholesome Puss in Boots reference to AIDS. Damn.
but same guy that's gonna play Galactus. Like as funny as it is that he's gonna play Galactus, where he's gonna be like, hey, so Captain America. You know, with his voice.
No, wait, keep your impression going. Hey, you're gonna twirl a
Now I
mustache.
have to apologize to your boyfriend.
Because he's all
You know what I mean? Like-
by your voice or what?
Damn, bro.
What's going on?
I don't know. So
Hmm.
the same joke that we made online of Galactus having Antonio Banderas' voice
Charisma.
is the joke. But you're never on because you're asleep.
Oh,
But when you watch or look at our show, look at his face. Look at his face.
I was like, he just throwing
Anyway.
shade right at you.
Galactus could be Antonio Banderas. He's an amazing actor. Desperado's amazing. Also, on top of that, Philadelphia is great.
Hmm.
Just sometimes you don't know who's playing who. Fucking Mask of Zorro is great. Second one is the studio said, let's do this.
They needed it. Let's
Right.
just get on this cash cow. And that's usually
Armand,
the time you can
which
tell
should
what
be-
kind of writers are there and aren't there.
like if Armand had John Favreau, Armand would give clearance to every fucking thing that happened in interview with Luis, with like everything. Like, why did you choose that guy? Like, it would be amazing. I don't know if season 2 of Boba Fett they're accepting it, how they're accepting it, but
I don't
at
even
the
know if
very
he's willing to
least,
come back after that snub.
we're going somewhere. That's been the amazing thing, is we're going somewhere. That motherfucker that acted 30 years ago is working now because of
They're gonna make
our
us like
nerdness, right? Because of he's every drone we've ever known because of our nerdness, right? You have to see him fucking sleep in a weird green thing, and we get to accept it.
Healing pod. It's like a healing pod, friend.
It's a thing. But we've also done with video games where we pause. We're in a healing pod.
We're in a healing pod. I'm sorry.
I've made it to 10:30.
You did not make it to 10:30. I don't know why you think you did. You've been in another plane for the last 40 minutes. I don't know what you've been through.
I've made
What's
it
in that
10:30.
Evan Williams, honey? I need to know.
Evan Williams. Well,
Is it a fancy edition?
we
What's
will
going-
party. We will party. But right?
Right.
No.
So Street Fighter finally got a direction.
Succession. Oh, I have
Well, next topic.
lasties. I call lasties.
Lasties indeed. Go for it.
Or who's caught up on Succession?
You have been
Let's do
That's like
fucking this.
number 8. I think that's the 8th time you've brought it up.
All right, let's do this.
Probably more.
Okay, wait. When you said caught up on success, I don't know. I saw how many episodes are out? 4 or 5?
6.
Six? Ooh, then I don't know if I can't remember. Last thing
6
I
because
saw.
of the writer's strike.
What's the
which
last
I
thing you
did
saw?
bring up.
Okay. Let's do a spoiler warning. Spoiler. We're probably
Spoiler warning.
gonna give some spoilers. This is your spoiler warning. I don't know why I had to swirl my head like that. But the last thing I saw was that Shiv and fucking what's his name? I already forgot. Tom are like back.
What? You're giving me shit, Shiv, and what's his name? I forgot.
Tom.
Got it. Yeah.
We're talking about it. Are back in some kind of weird, sick, toxic.
We're all caught up.
We hate each other, but we can't. There's nobody else that's gonna put up with us, so we're stuck.
Now I know that. Now I don't know if she's in the last episode.
And then I feel like Roman is about to try and take the whole company for himself because
Now I'm really confused. What episode are you on?
What did Roman do? Was Roman in the meeting in the episode you saw?
in the episode I saw, Ken had gone on stage and was talking to the Logan up on the stage.
You saw. Yeah, you're caught up.
Yes, and I just feel like Roman kept playing that part
You're
back.
caught up, but where are you?
Like, maybe I might have been distracted doing something, but I could. Roman was listening to something where it said Logan.
Get Netflix and chill during the show. No.
Logan said what?
No.
I said, huh? What?
No.
Rewind that.
That's HBO Max and chill. But you can't. You gotta bring it to the show.
I just feel like it's some real trickery going on. I feel like Roman thinks
trickery.
Roman should be. I feel like Roman thinks he should be the only one running the company, and he's about to try to push Ken and Shiv out. I think so.
What to make sure you're at where you're at? What's the last thing you saw?
I just told you.
It's told you.
They sabotaged the deal with old boy Skarsgård's character.
That's the last
sabotaged, and then they did the presentation, and Kendall was all like,
"Oh yeah." All right, you're mad caught up. All right, Luis.
I mean, we're seeing a cycle. Roman fucked the siblings first because before Logan died, he met up with them behind everybody's back.
That he was
then Logan dies.
Yeah.
And then
oh,
they fuck Shiv.
Oh, she's so fucked. Poor
because
Shiv.
Then Kendall's like, okay, we're gonna be in a partnership. But then Shiv is making a deal with the Skarsgård to fuck her brothers. And then she calls out the brothers for you guys are trying to do this to me. So like I loved the beginning, the end of last season, the siblings were united.
Yes.
And I was so excited to see this. And then
finally work together, take dad down.
Right.
And now
look at the moment the villain dies, it's like now it's about them just attacking each other and they're doing all it like sly. Roman is a ticking time bomb. I actually feel really bad for him. He's probably my favorite character in the show.
He's the only one really grieving.
Yeah.
He's the only one that seems genuinely sad that their dad is dead.
And the way he's reacting of like, oh, really? Well, you're fired. Like, and just like, but I do, and that's one thing that I did that I geeked out about, and then I'll pass the torch over. As far as Roman is concerned, is the way that the studio head was talking to him in a very condescending manner.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so the way Roman reacted was something that I wish I had the ability to do. Even the way he responded to Skarsgård in the last episode. Of just like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna take this deal, and you can tell whoever you want. I'm gonna say that you're full of shit. Like just how fearless he was with it. But then when he did that to Jerry, I was like, oh no, like he's gonna sue the fuck out of you. To repeat what you said earlier, he's the only one that's truly grieving. But it was just done so. His character arc, I'm very much enjoying it. Like, anyway, but it's interesting. Like, I'm curious where it's gonna go, but it's clear that they're all working to attack each other.
There's no way this doesn't blow back up in Shiv's face. She's feeling confident because her and Skarsgård are flirting with each other the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl, you're literally pregnant with your ex-husband's baby. Like, chill the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
go figure it out. When she played with the coke and didn't really do it, I was like, is she gonna do that coke? I was like,
That's what I was thinking.
She's already drinking. I was
That's
like,
gonna fuck up the baby. No, see, but they don't really show her drink though. She's always just kind of like swirling it. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ash, because you have been so excited. Go for it.
The great thing is everybody is like the way we do this show. Let's not piss each other off, but we need to get this fucking show done.
Yeah.
There's not multi-million involved, but
yet.
We did say yeah at the same time, but there is times where I saw Shiv, which it's really weird because I saw Shiv, I hated her, but at the same time, when she was propositioned to turn on her brothers, which was, you're the only one out of this. And then on top of this, there was a decision made where you're the only one that doesn't know that you're not out. And then the one time she doesn't know she's out, she said, everybody leave. You're fucking me. Like, this is what's happening. You act like this, you act like this. And it's the most beautiful thing is the biggest time where she has the most confidence. She's depending on the most useless. I just want money. I just want clout. I just want this. And what's great is he told her, like, you turned on me, but I really only wanted the nice shoes, this is why I turned on you.
Mom loves that shit.
Which made her love him, which makes her love, I say Eric from fucking the buyer. The whole thing
what is Skarsgård's character's name? Wake up, Louise. What is Skarsgård's character's name?
Skarsgård, I mean,
Matt Mason. Matson.
Matson sounds maybe right.
Matson sounds great. Matson.
It reminded me, watching the show definitely made me feel like I was
yeah. Yell at us. Create a comment. But it has become a thing because all these motherfuckers ever wanted was power.
Yeah.
Right? And Roman was my favorite character because it was money, don't care. Things are in now, like in him, and like to make decisions. And it's like, you made me care for him because he only cares about his dad, and you're fucking him up because it's like so I'm not my dad, so you're not there's no anything. I don't know what's right and what's wrong. And on top of that, the best fucking thing was Shiv in his head about canceling something. Fucking he does it right. And he leaves in the fucking the limousine going, I didn't even support my brother when all of this was going, like, he was wrong at being right, like, because he just did not pick a fucking thing. Like, right? And it's but at the same fucking time, this is why you need writers. This is why writers are amazing. The same time, it was, the buyers saying the wrong thing at the right time because of the sister saying like it was the wrong thing at the right time, telling you to do this so that I could do this, so that I could do this, which the best time that I love, like Shiv, is the biggest time that she's the most insecure, because now she's like with Tom.
She's really at her weakest. Yep.
Right. Because Tom is like
nothing. She has no one except Tom.
Tom never fucking leaves. Ever.
God.
He asked him to leave
loyal and consistent thing
7 times. And she's like, just leave so I could think. And just, oh, are you thinking about the time we went to fucking
remember when we went to the thing and we ate the shit? And I'm like,
what the fuck?
What
like,
and I know something.
And which was great because Greg is now becoming the new Tom.
Greg is the new Tom.
It's off. Like, it's
and everyone's always staring at Greg like, what are you doing?
There's like 2 more seasons of me being pissed off at the wrong things.
Okay.
It's my absolute favorite, but I hate this. You brought any kind of trepidation to me, and should you be fired? Well, I mean, I'm not saying you're fired. I'm trying to have power, but it's the guy that I loved because was more like the walk into a room. Can we fire? It's fire. Fire. Yeah. There's no fucking repercussions to everything I say.
And then Kendall just such a bro. He's like,
right.
You know what? Fuck it. Right? It's a power play. At the
same time,
it's a power play. Let's do it.
The one that he's attracted
bro.
To
yeah.
is
such a piece of shit.
Such a piece of shit.
The fucking jerking off scene.
We gotta bring it to a close. Final thoughts, Ash. Final thoughts. Come on, host. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts is just not the show that I wanted. It's much like Succession. It's not the show that I wanted, but it's the show we're getting.
It's the show we got. Before we go, Luis, favorite Star Wars universe character. Notice I said the whole.
You can't do that because then what do we do? Okay.
Make up another
again.
favorite Star Wars universe character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. I mean, this feels like a cop out.
Edit that as a host. Favorite New Hope character.
Bruh, no one knows what that is. I'm just kidding.
Specifically, New Hope.
Just New Hope. I wanted the whole universe.
I like the universe better.
Universe.
You didn't know what I brought to the fucking table.
Save it for next week.
Okay.
Luis. Look, he's like, I'm getting there.
I want in on this. It feels like a cop-out answer, but I'm gonna say Cal Kestis, the Jedi survivor, the Fallen Order. It's
nothing wrong with that.
I have fallen in love with this character.
It's not bad. He's a hell of a master.
The idea that they now have his lightsaber at Disneyland, that you can buy it, gives me hope that we're gonna see him maybe in the Ahsoka series or something.
Well, now I'm wondering, what color lightsaber did you go with?
Yeah,
save it for next week. All right.
No, I want to know.
Right? I'm like, ooh, what color lightsaber did you go with? Okay.
May 4th.
May the 4th. Okay, Ash, favorite Star Wars universe character?
No, I want to know his answer.
No, he said green. He pointed to his shirt, green.
All right.
I got the Return of the Jedi colors, yo.
Nice.
Well,
I got dual stance.
It's either blue or green. I love red. It's either blue or green because sometimes whatever edition you watch as Star Wars, your father's lightsaber was green, and sometimes it was fucking blue.
So what's your favorite Star Wars universe character?
And he's out.
And he's already in the galaxy.
He's saying that he's in a galaxy far, far away, guys.
He's with the character, like
it's a loaded fucking question. I've loved Han because I'm very much I'm not down, and then also you've been the Luke, you've been the fuck, we've all been the Jar Jar, like you didn't know you could do this, and then you're a general. Like we've all been we've all been every single part of it.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Okay, and then what color lightsaber does your Cal Kestis have?
Black.
You went with black. Nice.
Yeah. No, it's yeah. That's right. It's what's fucked up is that I hate that the most difficult one is the black saber, but I also appreciate that that's the most difficult to handle. Because the one that you love is the one that's like gonna be a fucking thing. Of course. That's why I'm single at 40. It's a thing.
All right, wait. Save that for next time, lover boy. That's why I'm single at 40, ladies, but I have all of this to offer. You're so sick.
Can you not say that as I have a shot in my hand? All right, this is banned.
What about you, Mose?
My favorite Star Wars universe character is Thrawn. I love that guy. Even when he's bad, he's still so great. And then I read that Thrawn book where he's actually like a good guy. And it's just like, I like Thrawn a lot. I enjoy his character and his quips. And I went with the indigo lightsaber. Indigo. And I'll be doing the two-hand, the one with the short blade.
The Ahsoka style. It's so I love
that one.
how fast it is. You can't parry very well with it.
No, right? Like
so badass.
You hit quick, but it's worth it because when you get in there and you're I'm like, woo,
and the final moves on that game make you feel so badass.
The finisher's like
yeah. You already know. Yeah,
it's so good. I like it a lot. It's been fun.
Same. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, another episode in the bag. Good for us. Sign us off, host. Sign us off.
Yes. Okay. Woo. We did great today.
And that's that.
Nothing. We did great. What's the color of your lightsaber, Luis?
Indigo.
Mine was green.
Louise.
My bad.
Louise.
You were talking to me a second ago. My bad.
Dang. I heard indigo, but I don't know if that was his answer or your answer.
Oh, Rumpf.
I didn't get a hump on that guy. All right. If we were to choose a band, this is what we'll end with. If we were all to choose a band to go see live, who do you think we'd go see?
Muse.
Alive or dead?
What?
Alive or dead?
All right.
Which one? Is it alive or dead? Or
I want to see what Louis says and then say yes or no to you. Is he gonna say the Beatles? And I'll be like, oh well.
Oh no. I mean that is a good answer because it's timeless. But no, I was thinking Linkin Park.
Oh,
that's a guilty. We have to say yes.
I'm
like,
right?
That's a high school. Yeah, man. That was my jam in high school. Yeah,
I'll have that album.
We will go out to Linkin Park. We are going to go out. This was my show.
Sing us out. Since we're going to Linkin Park.
All right. So thank you. Good night. This has been our show.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
You hear?